Right at
I
him.
don't want to be. I don't want my face.
Okay, just say it. I won't put it on
I
it.
was playing poker with tarot cards last night. I got a full house and 4 people died. There.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I have to go find some blackberries. I'll be back.
Yeah,
in
go
a
find
minute.
some blackberries.
Not really, but yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Be careful. Thank you. So, that was utterly amazing. That was a joke by Stephen Wright, as retold by this particular hiker, who said that I win the uniqueness prize for anything that he's seen on his hike. So that's neat. That's something. So, what comes out for us today? So, let's see here. I'm going to use the Angel Tarot. See what messages come out for this group, synchronistically drawn. There's a hawk. To this reading at any point in time that you are. The sky has just been doing amazing things. It looks beautiful. And it's like watching a lava lamp lately. So, a couple messages that wanted to come through before the cards. One is, and thank you to Jen for bringing this to my attention today. The message is that it doesn't matter how small a detail something is or how small a question you're asking. Your guides want you to ask. They want it to be a conversation. They want it to be an ongoing exchange about each and every little thing. So, let me just adjust while I talk. So, never feel the message has been that, oh, I shouldn't ask about that. That's too small a thing to ask about. You know, if you lose something, you know, oh, I can't ask where that thing is because it really doesn't matter. Well, details big and small are the realm of spirit. You know, his eye is on the sparrow. So the message is there's no detail of your life too small to ask your guides about, to ask spirit about, to ask God about, to ask the angels for help with. There's just nothing too small. So, and the more you ask about the small things, and you can make it, you know, silly stuff. It doesn't matter. That's all the mind's judgment. Does this matter? Does it not? Right? And we're conditioned. We're conditioned from childhood. Oh, that's not important. You know, don't bother somebody with that. Right? That's just human conditioning. So the more you do that, the more you share, the more you ask your guides, you know, and just talk to God about even the little things, the more you'll hear in little ways messages coming through. The clearer those messages will be, and you won't feel like you're constantly waiting for a big sign. You'll feel like it's a constant conversation that you're having with the divine, which it is. So, thank you. There was another message that was coming through about difficulties, about challenges and the hard things. So the message is, when you're facing something that's hard, that's difficult, or that seems unfortunate, there are really only 3 scenarios. The first is that this thing is being brought into your reality to be brought to the surface and healed and released from you. Because we can only release and heal things when they're brought into our awareness by our physical reality. So that's one scenario. It's being brought to your attention so it can be released and healed. I had to pause for my passersby. So the second scenario is that it's something that is being attracted into your reality because it's a lesson that needs to be learned in this life. And the released and healed thing, by the way, the previous scenario where it's something that's being attracted into your reality because it's illuminating something to be released and healed, that could be from this life or a previous life. It doesn't have to be from this lifetime. So it kind of releases us from having to understand, you know, exactly what it is, why. The understanding part's not really important. The important part is that you use the negativity or the difficulty or the challenge to illuminate, to allow it to illuminate, bring to the surface so you can feel and release and therefore heal whatever it is that's asking to be seen, that's asking to be released. It's not asking to be dissected or, you know, intellectually understood. It's just asking to be seen and released, to be felt and released. The second scenario is a lesson that's being brought into our reality so that we can learn something and grow and be strengthened by it. And then the third scenario which is the most fun one, I think, is that it's setting you up for something so much better. So if it's a disappointment, if it's, you know, something like a missed flight, or if it's something huge, you know, it can be something that feels catastrophic, but it is setting you up for something even better than what you had in mind or had envisioned, or it's breaking you through your limitations. So it's God saying, you know, okay, your plan was good, here's something even better. So those are the three, when you feel like you are on this path of aligning with and co-creating and working with God to see that reality reflected in your external, that you are embodying in your internal, and you still have the difficulties pop up, the challenges pop up, and we all do. That's just part of it. You can remember it's one of those three things, and that just sort of helps. Because always, always, it's something that's happening for our greatest good, highest purpose, and to help us, because it's out of love, because it's from the divine. So once you embrace that premise, the rest is kind of much easier, because you know that it's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's for your good. What comes out for us today? Strength. Archangel Ariel. Strength. Strength comes from being loved divinely. And I love how in every strength card there is the tiger or the lion. In this one it's the tiger. Great inner strength. Release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. So this is talking about the strength in forgiveness. The strength in love. The strength in love. You know, strength is not in protection. Strength is in being open and loving. Isn't that beautiful? The spirit energy is so strong up here, I am just a mess. And this place is so powerful, I keep having to pause and like just take it in, because I can't collect a thought to save my life. The sky is gorgeous. Anyway, I just had to share it with you. Okay, so next coming out for us today, 8 of Fire, which is 8 of Wands, events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over, many things are happening at once. So you have both the strength and the momentum now in the direction that you're going. And we've been hearing about this for quite a while, because the message for a while has been, this is kind of your vacation, this is your rest time, right? Ooh, butterfly. Sorry, what was I saying? So things are happening now. Things are happening now quickly. The message has been things are going to start happening, and you're not going to have any more quote quiet time, even though it didn't really feel quiet, because you had so much going on inside, and there was so much that was being healed and released, and so much that was being brought into your reality. But now, if you thought it wasn't quiet before, just wait, because it's about to get nuts. In a good way, right? In a good way. The good nuts. Page of Water. Intuitive, sensitive, artistic, friendly. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. And heightened, it says psychic abilities, but I prefer to call it like divine gifts or divine abilities, because psychic has a, you know, connotation to it. It's just divine, and it's part of your senses. Every single person has these gifts. It's just a matter of when do they open up? How do they open up? So anyway, this is someone coming into your reality, into your life, who's new, or if you know them, they're bringing something new. And it's love, it's emotion, because the water is emotion. So yeah, this reading is reflecting stuff is happening. Stuff. Because it's like, you've been drawing upon that strength. That's good. Good that you rested up. Good that you fortified yourself, because now 8 of Wands, Page of Cups, it's like happening. Page of Water, it's happening. Okay. I like being a sight on the tour. Okay, Ten of Air. End of a difficult situation. This is Ten of Swords, which is you've taken all the swords you can take. But here it's just nice little unicorn horns. But embrace the change. Expect things to get better now. This can also be recovering from addiction, by the way. It says right there. Recovering from addiction. So if it's an addiction, you have definitely ended a cycle in that. So you can know, I'm never going back there again. Yes, the journey continues, but I'm never going back there. Just know that. Know that is a message that's coming through. Expect things to get better now, no matter who you are. Expect things to get better now. It's the end of whatever your difficult situation is, and it was just 444 on the counter. Joy, home, stability, love. One more from this deck, and then we're going to go to another one. Two of Earth. Too much going on at once, see? I hope you rested. Too much going on at once. The need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. Two of Earth, Two of Pentacles. So this is about now you're going to feel like you're caught between two worlds. This is because you have been shifting into the direction of your soul. And now you're kind of dealing with, okay, well this, like I just said, a cycle has ended. So now you're like, okay, well this has ended. And now I'm ready to move into this new thing that's definitely started. And now there's too much going on at once because I'm essentially existing in both worlds. And you're like, you've got one foot in each world, right? One foot in this world, one foot in that world, and you're going back and forth. But now is the time where that will not be sustainable, they're saying. That will not be sustainable. You're gonna have to leap. You're gonna have to leap to the new one now. It's time. Okay? Because you don't want to get to the place where you are, you know, hurting yourself or overextending yourself any more than you already are. Okay? It's time to conserve your resources. This deceitful, this is energy oracle. That last one was the angel tarot. This guy coming out again. So this is deceitful thoughts, deceitful thinking, and this could be others, you know, and fearful thinking. So always when this comes out, it's a caution that as you're moving to the new world, as you're making that shift, that leap, do not listen to this. Do not listen to this. Okay? You're going to listen to your soul. You're going to listen to the guidance you've already been receiving. What you know is true. It's not suddenly untrue. Okay? You have had that knowing. Don't let your mind talk you out of that knowing. The only reason it's doing that, by the way, yeah, angel of strength, strength again. So we got the strength with the tiger, now we have the strength with the lion. So the divine here emphasizing the importance of that strength that you are drawing from the divine. So, by the way, the only reason that your mind might be, or that other people might be ramping up that deceitful fear voice is because you are on the right track. And the mind and other people's minds can be afraid of change. They can be afraid of it even when it's great. It's like if you're moving to a new place, like let's say you're moving to like, you know, the Bahamas or a tropical island or somewhere you know is amazing. You know that right before you do that, your mind is going to come up with a million reasons why you shouldn't do that. That's just human nature. It's going to happen. See you later. So do not listen to that. And also, when you're speaking to others, make sure that what you're speaking is in line with that truth. And you're not speaking anything that's not true to you. So don't let that deceit guy rule what you're talking about. If someone asks you a question about your job and you're leaving your job, find a way to speak that truth. You know, you don't have to, of course, say to the person, yeah, I'm leaving my job, because, you know, that might not be wise. But find a way that you can find a way that you can speak your truth in a way that doesn't threaten or challenge them. So you can say, you know, oh, how's work? Well, you know what? I'm checking out some new things, some new projects. And then they ask for more details. Well, I'm not quite ready to talk about it yet, but thank you for asking, and change the subject. So that way you're speaking something that's in alignment with your truth, which is very important. You're not speaking things that reinforce what's no longer true for you. Because you may think, oh, it's not important, it's just this person that I'm talking to. But it is, because it's coming out of your mouth and you can hear it. That's why it's important. And it creates energy that the universe can hear, and that's important. Okay? So from the Lenormand deck, oh, I need some clarification on this. Thank you. Well, okay. So for some of you, there's a gift coming in. You know, we got that page of water, page of cups, that love energy. So there's a gift of that love coming in to you. And it may be an expression of that love. And it may be coming in with an invitation. The garden is about an invitation to go somewhere in public, be seen together. So there's a gift and expression, and then there's a, hey, would you like to go somewhere with me? And we might be seen. Like these two beautiful orchids. So this is happening for you. And then the ship, the flying ship, is about being lifted over any obstacles. So if there's something that says, oh no, that's not happening, or if there's something that would have previously prevented this from happening, it's now happening because you're being divinely carried over the obstacles. You're being divinely lifted there. You didn't have to figure it out. It's happening because you're on your soul path and you're receiving that help. Okay, so for this group today, thank you for this beautiful message. And what would you guides have us release? This is what you need to surrender. What do we need to surrender? Surrender frustration. Surrender frustration. Frustration doesn't open any doors. This is, again, that deceitful thinking, telling you it's not going to happen. And that's the reason you got the ship being carried over the obstacles, because it is going to happen. But it's not on you to make it happen. As a matter of fact, you trying to make it happen will block it. Not to say you don't be in alignment and do what you can to contribute to as you're guided, but you're not making it happen. You're being assisted and you're allowing it to happen through you. So frustration does not have a place here. Frustration does not open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup. So you may approach the situation more calmly and release and surrender. Release and surrender to the divine, and knowing that it's not yours. There's one more message from this. Okay, what else do we need to surrender? Thank you. Then I'm going to pull an oracle message for each element. Okay. Surrender to complete healing. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. So this is what we were talking about at the beginning of the reading, which is accepting and allowing and knowing that every single thing that happens is for your greatest good, highest purpose, is supporting you. It's healing you, it's supporting you, even when it feels negative. When you really embrace that, I promise you it doesn't feel as bad. Got hair in a weird place. Okay, so now we're going to pull an oracle message for my fire signs. Oracle message for fire signs, thank you. What do fire signs need to know? The High Lady of Love and Compassion, my favorite. Reverence, kindness, and consideration. It's a number one. It's a new beginning. Let me read you fire signs a little bit of the message. When the High Lady of Love and Compassion chooses to be your ally, she brings you a deep and meaningful message. She reminds you that only love is real. It is the sole, unconditional, and true power behind all means of manifesting out of the unseen and into the material. So it's compassion, it's love, it's being in the vibration of that makes these things come into your reality. Yeah, being in complete alignment with love for yourself, love for everyone around you, in whatever form you can do that, in whatever form you can connect with that. So thank you. Air signs. When you do that, when you are that love, by the way, fire signs, you will see that reflected in your physical reality in ways you could not fathom. And it's the same message for air signs. I love that. So, same message. Align with love. Align with compassion for yourself and others. And align with what's divine. And when you don't know what that is, surrender. Say, show me. Say, I don't know. Please show me. And then when you are that, even if you're just being open, you'll be amazed what reflects in your reality. You'll be amazed what comes in. You really will. And now water signs. Water signs. Thank you. Yes. The same card. Joy. I love it. So for the meaning, water signs, please see fire signs and air signs. It is the same. Now, earth signs. Are you going to be something different? Oftentimes you're something different, earth signs. Let's see. What do earth signs need to know? At this point, it's just really fascinating. That was 2 cards, so I'm not going to choose that. Let's see. What do earth signs need? Thank you. Let's see. What? You saw it. You saw it. Same card. Okay. I need a moment. I need a moment because the oracle message for fire signs, air signs, water signs, earth signs was the same. Align with love. Align with what's loving for you. Align with what's loving for others. Wow. That just happened. And you will experience this love, this joy in so many forms in your physical reality. You're witnessing me have a moment. I've described for you the moment when I first started with the cards where the same card came out over and over again and it brought me, it reduced me to a puddle on the floor. This is about to happen again, but I'll turn it off before that happens. But that just happened again for all 4 elements. And that is the most powerful message from the divine right now that I could imagine. All you need is love. So, oh, spirit chill.